And USA Today reports how teachers who strike are earning high grades. A new USA Today-Ipsos poll finds that 66% of Americans believe public school teachers have the right to strike. That number even includes parents whose lives are most disrupted when the school isn't in session. The poll and story are part of our new series, School Matters. CBS This Morning is partnering with USA Today to feature extended stories and investigations on education. Over the next 9 months, we'll go inside America's schools to find out what matters most to students, teachers, and parents. Susan Page co-wrote today's story and talked to some of the 2,000 Americans polled. She's USA Today's Washington bureau chief and joins us now. Good morning.
Hey, Johnny.
Susan, so tell me about this support for teachers who walk out. It's bipartisan.
That's right. You know, Americans hate strikes, and they hate strikes by public employees in particular. But they support the idea of teachers striking. 2/3 of parents who have kids in public schools today say, yes, I support the right of teachers to strike, because I think there is a sense that we don't pay teachers enough. They have a tough job. We now expect them to do everything from raising student scores to protecting students in mass shootings.
And you talked to people. You didn't just look at the poll numbers. So what came through in those conversations?
You know, it's the incredible reverence that Americans have for teachers, a recognition of the role they play. We ask Americans, did a teacher make a significant positive impact in your own life? And 3 out of 4 Americans say yes.
And they're still held in such high regard, aren't they? When you look at all the professions out there, teachers are still highly ranked.
You know, we ask Americans in a previous poll, what are the best things about America? And the number 3 thing was teachers. The only thing that did better was nurses and kindness to strangers. I can tell you teachers did a lot better than, say, journalists.
So here's what's interesting, because when you cover politics, is that it's rare to get an overwhelming majority in this country to agree on one thing. And in this case, it's 2/3 say they should get paid more. So why isn't there a political movement behind that, a powerful one?
But, you know, we've seen the effect of that. We saw teachers strike in the spring in some Republican-leaning, some red states like Oklahoma and West Virginia, and they did well. They won. State legislators, including Republicans who don't like to spend money, who don't like to raise taxes, supported them because, as we found in this poll, there is almost no partisan difference when it comes to supporting the idea that investment in education makes sense and that teachers are not paid enough.
But they don't mind the striking, but they say striking is okay, but they don't seem to support unions.
You know, there's more of a division about unions, and the thing that Americans don't like about teachers' unions, they think they protect bad teachers, enable bad teachers to stay in classrooms.
There's so few issues where there is a bipartisan agreement on them. Let me ask you this. People sometimes like their congressmen and don't like Congress. People like their teachers. What do they think about the Department of Education?
You know, there's a real division. If you look for partisan differences in this poll, there are only a couple, and one is on views of the Department of Education, split almost evenly, approve or disapprove. And and the difference there is Republicans approve of the Department of Education, Democrats disapprove. I think that reflects attitudes toward the Trump administration.
Right, which is reversed historically.
Yeah, that's right. Usually it's Republicans who don't like the Department of Education as much as Democrats.
Susan Page, thank you so much.
Hey, thank you.
Who wrote that memo, Susan?
You're
in Washington, you got sources, but okay, another story. I digress.
There we go. Thank you for the partnership.
Hey, thank you. Glad to do it.